On tonight's episode, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we talk about American Pickle, the new HBO Max Seth Rogen movie.
Warrior Nuns, Stargirl, and a ton of pop culture news.
Yes, let's get to it.
Alright, American Pickle.
Okay, American Pickle, new HBO Max movie with Seth Rogen. I thought it was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was really sweet and charming, but most critical reviews kind of agree with you. It was kind of meh.
It's like Rogen is a comedian. From time to time, he might show up as a dramatic actor, and in this one, it's a comedy dramedy. So it starts really interesting, really funny, and then it gets like, okay, and it's they don't stick to the funny. They kind of. Well, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Okay, quick review of the story.
Yeah, so we start in like early 20th century Eastern
Isn't
Europe.
it like exactly 100 years?
Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
It is. So we start in 1920 Eastern Europe with Herschel Greenbaum, and he's trying to make his life out of nothing, and he has this big American dream, so he and his wife immigrate, and the only job he can find is killing rats in a pickle factory, but he does it to build his American dream, and then he falls into one of the pickle vats, gets sealed in right as the pickle factory's condemned, and so he stays there for 100 years.
Yeah. So he wakes up in 2020.
Yep.
And before pre-coronavirus, so life is still normal.
Yeah.
And in the universe that coronavirus never exists. Anyways, so he wakes up, and scientists do the research and find out they are pretty quick on establishing that yes, he is from 100 years ago. He was conserved on the pickle juices, and they know who he is, and they find his family right away. So that's not an issue that they're gonna deal with. Right away they find a relative and connect them, put them together, and then they're gonna get together. The Herschel's character is portrayed by Seth Rogen. Oz, the relative, which is like great grandson.
Yeah, his great grandson, whose name escapes me.
Yeah.
Something super ordinary like Dave or.
Yeah. And who is a coder. He's creating an app, so they get together, and that's where the funny moments happen when this guy from the past, and he had a dream to drink seltzer water, and
that was his big American dream.
Yes,
drink seltzer water.
Yeah, and the future, the relative has that in a machine on the kitchen. He can drink many times, and he drinks a lot. And like shoes, he has many shoes. And simple things that for 100 years ago, people would be like, "Wow, you are a rich guy. You're successful."
Yeah.
Anyways.
But as he adjusts more and learns more about 2020, he realizes that this great-grandson of his hasn't really realized all of the dreams, and they don't really share a lot of the same values about like work ethic and all the rest. And so now there's conflict between him and his great-grandson.
And the big aspect of conflict is when they go visit graves of relatives or family members, and there's like it's like really trashy cemetery, and they have this big billboard, and Herschel gets like revolted, gets pissed, like they can't do that, let's take it down, and he's about to say, you need money for this, like let's get the money. It's like it's a lot of money. It's like let's get the money. So he decides to get the money to do it when the relative is like whatever I can do. So they clash and they split.
Yeah. And in the split, Herschel does pretty well for himself.
Yeah.
He digs through the garbage, finds jars, he finds cucumbers, and he makes pickles. And because he is wearing a century-old
yes.
outfit and has this big beard, and he's selling pickles in reclaimed jars. He hits it off huge in Brooklyn as this artisanal pickle maker.
Yeah, he looks like a hipster. In fact, there's one scene that he's walking down the street and the guy said, "Hey, nice shirt."
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not a new shirt made older by Urban Outfitters. It's an actual older shirt.
Yes,
anyways.
Authentic wear and tear.
It's not like you bought a new shirt for the price of a newer shirt, but it looks like old or Urban Outfitters or any other shop like that.
Basically, he lives the hipster dream.
Yeah.
The stereotypical millennial.
And he sells homemade pickles out in the streets. And that becomes a hit, especially where some hipsters put it online and everybody comes to buy it.
So he makes out hundreds of thousands of dollars. He rescues the cemetery. He does all this, and anyway, but they continue to conflict with each other and fight and tear each other down and all that.
And if anything, pushing each other up, when you say, we tell someone you can't do it, and that person goes and does it. That's what Herschel does. It's like you can't do it. It's like there's a lot of money. He goes and does it. And at the end, they tear the outdoor. They get they get outdoor out. No, outdoor, the billboard.
Oh yes.
Sorry, it's like outdoor is a word for billboard back in Brazil. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. I was like, no, the outdoors are fine. They're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the end, we'll just yada, yada, yada a lot of the plot. But in the end, they both end up back in this made-up Eastern European country with a greater sense of understanding of who each other, like, who they are and their struggles and the importance of family. And that's what I liked about That's what I enjoyed it. It's really wholesome and...
It is wholesome.
And talks about the things that connect us and how important your family is and all of that. And neither one of them really finds peace or happiness until they figure that out.
Yeah.
So it's lovely. Not your standard Seth Rogen.
It's about family. But it's like it's one of those comedies that it's very popular on the awards circuit. It's almost not a comedy. And
definitely more dramedy.
There's funny moments for sure, but it's not like as you said, it's not as expected Seth Rogen usual movie.
There was a distinct and noticeable lack of both James Franco and Pot.
Yeah.
Which just.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
No Franco's involved. No James. No Dave.
No Daves.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. So that's it. American Pickle is available at HBO Max.
And it was very sweet, and I recommend it.
Yeah.
But the critical reviews are fair.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. All right. Warrior Nun came out last month on Netflix.
And you're gonna talk about it because I didn't see it.
Okay, keep it short as usual. Spoiler alert.
Let me just ask a couple questions.
Oh yeah.
Where's the show from?
The show, like the source material, or where did they make it? So the source material comes from a Canadian comic called Warrior Nun.
Okay.
And
who produced it?
The show?
Yeah, is that a Netflix show?
It is a Netflix show, yeah.
Yeah, it was produced in the US or in Canada?
No, they shot all of it in Spain.
But it's not in Spanish?
No, it's not in Spanish. It's all in English, but they use a lot of like Spanish, Portuguese, British, English actors. So yeah, but most of the locations are shot in Spain, so it's really beautiful. Definitely a plus.
Do you know if the book was set in Spain?
No, actually. So I haven't read the books, the source material, but from what I did read on Wikipedia, the show kind of is totally different. So the books are about this woman, mostly focused on a woman named Shannon Masters, and in the series, she dies in like the first 5 minutes.
The main character?
Yeah, Shannon Masters is gone, and they take off with a different character who, as far as I can tell, doesn't appear in the comics. And But what they do keep as the same at the core is this whole idea of a sect of nuns, of Catholic nuns who fight evil in the world.
They're like a creed.
Yeah.
Of assassins.
Very similar, except they're fighting demons. So like the way I would describe is there's definitely strong like Da Vinci Code vibes. Okay. There's a lot of conspiracy and intrigue within the Catholic Church, and a lot of like headbutting between the Catholic Church and the scientists. So there's that element, and then there's this Neil Gaiman-esque alternative theology where like there's demons in hell and angels in heaven, but none of that is really the way we think of it. Like the angels maybe aren't so angelic, and maybe hell isn't that bad. We're not really sure. They left that as a big cliffhanger at the end. But what we do have is this girl who, her name is Ava, and she's a paraplegic orphan brought up in a Spanish orphanage. Can't walk, like totally nothing. She dies, ends up in a morgue right as this warrior nun is killed, and the warrior nun, Shannon Masters, has a halo, so a little circle about this big, that's in her back. And like, oh, we got to get it into a new host before these demons come and get it, but there's no other host around, so they just stick it in this dead body to keep it safe until they can give it to the right person. But what ends up happening is Ava is revived. And so what happens in this series is we follow Ava as they have to track her down, and Ava comes to terms with her new powers and her new role and all of this. So I don't think it's going to win any awards or anything. I think we'll get a couple more seasons out of it.
So it's a Netflix show?
It is a Netflix show.
So is there news about more seasons?
No, but they did leave us on a huge cliffhanger with a major twist at the end that personally I thought was a little cheap.
It's brand new, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Came out last month.
It's probably too soon to say.
Yeah, but I hope they do another season. There's definitely room for it.
Did you check that? The Netflix has this top 10 list.
Yeah, that's how I found it.
Also, the on top.
It was top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the most amazing thing I've ever watched, but it's a compelling story.
Okay. Sounds
cool
fun.
Characters. Yeah. There is a guy whose name we only know him as JC. He's this vaguely Middle Eastern looking.
Long beard.
He doesn't, but he is kind of Middle Eastern looking. He keeps rescuing Ava in different ways. His name is JC. I just feel like there's going to be some kind of messianic.
John Connor, right? He came from the future to save.
Sure. Or Jesus. We'll see.
Or John Constantine. He likes this kind of environment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but this guy wasn't British and didn't have no cigarettes. Yeah. Okay. So
did
definitely
like
not
bread?
John Constantine.
Did you drink wine?
Yes, one was consumed. We have, so lots of powers, cool weapons. One thing they did really well were choreographed fight scenes.
Cool.
So Netflix
Netflix has been doing good with scenes.
Yes.
With fight scenes and action scenes, from Extraction, from Underground 6, from the Old Guard. They've been really good with that.
Yeah, and this is no exception.
Yeah.
This was really good. So great locations. Really cool fight scenes, which you would expect from Warrior Nun, and a cool universe that I want to learn more about.
Yeah,
so,
that's interesting.
There you go, Warrior Nun.
Yeah, and
check it out.
It's female lead.
Yes, I'm interested in the.
Before we're moving on to our next topic, which is a female lead show. Just to close, Warrior Nun is available on Netflix, worldwide. Anyways, we mentioned John Constantine. Just Ken Reeves was in the news the other day saying that he would love to do Constantine again.
Hey.
Period. So maybe it might happen, might not. Who knows? We have a lot of news
from his mouth to Jeff John's ears
for DC, and there's a lot of other Jeff John news. But talking about Jeff Johns and female lead shows. This week was the season finale for Stargirl on both DC Universe and CW. And it was really good. The show, overall, the show was really good. I really liked it.
Me too.
I don't know about The Warrior Nun, but Stargirl was a female-led show with a lot of girls. But men were not secondary. They were not... how can I say that? They didn't
have to put down the men.
Yeah.
to make the
Yeah, they
Same
were
with
both
Warrior Nun.
important. With the woman being a little bit more important, as it should, because the girl the lad.
It is called Stargirl.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
But at no moment it felt like they were pushing agendas or pushing representation.
Yeah.
It was
It
really
just happens
good.
naturally.
It was really good. I really liked it. And it was about family.
Yeah, in a really beautiful way. Like the family you choose, because it's a blended family, and then these friends, and yeah. Solid. Also, amazing special effects.
Yeah.
Which TV sometimes, draws the short straw when it comes to special effects, but...
Well, technically it wasn't TV. The show was produced for DC Universe, and CW came and was like, hey, we want it, and it was a great decision.
It was.
And hopefully they will stick to the standards created for season 1. Short season, only 12, 13 episodes.
Yeah, I didn't count, but
and the story was like straight to point. No filling episodes. No. I was like, oh, but I love him. Oh, but I love her. Oh, what are you gonna do? I need to save the world. But Lana,
Yeah, they had their fair share of emotional conflict and everything.
But it was
But they kept it tight and succinct and focused. Yeah, this is tough. I'm conflicted, but these are really bad dudes, and we got to stop them.
And they did all that, keeping the mystery, keeping you interested.
Yeah.
And with action, with funny moments,
with some shockers.
Great cast. What was the shocker?
Well, remember the kid we didn't think would die, who totally died?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
That was... Yeah, we were not prepared. There's, this character who's have this beautiful redemption arc. Awesome. And then the roof caves in on him and he's gone.
Yeah. Both deaths were kind of was I mean, the first kid wasn't expected. The second kid it was a surprise. It was a twist, but it was kind of, it was like he would either die, either long live enough. How does it go?
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And he was the son of a villain.
Yeah.
So, and to redeem himself, so he died as a hero.
It was actually really beautiful.
Or at least in a heroic act.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I only have great things to say about Stargirl. It was really good. It was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, something else I was going to say, it's a show about teenagers that wasn't your typical CW, cringy teenager.
They look like teenagers.
So, yeah, they're all mostly in their 20s, but they're young enough. But they also, the writers did a good job. They act like teenagers. Their relationship with their parents and everything, it all makes sense and it's realistic and believable.
Yeah. And they look like regular teenage. I mean, I don't know. I don't go out looking for teenagers.
Yeah.
But teenagers on CW, they look like hot supermodels.
They
sweaty,
were Glee teenagers.
And it was ripped. No, they look like teenagers. I mean, again, I don't know much about them, but I mean, let's see, they look like my niece.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't look like superhumans created in laboratories to, it's so hot, like CW does of many other shows.
Yeah.
Which is fine. There's no problem. There's an audience for that. And it's,
But in this show, they wrote teenagers well, and they wrote families well.
Yeah.
And I get the brothers mixed up. Is this Owen or Luke?
This is Owen. Luke is the blonde one.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a third one. I can't remember his name.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a third
something
one.
Wilson's.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mark? I can't remember. Yeah, but there's a third one.
Anyway. Owen Wilson was fantastic and is
That's Luke.
Dad rule. No!
It's Luke Wilson.
In this one?
Yeah.
You just said the
Owen is the blonde. I'm sorry. Totally my fault.
Oh my god.
Owen is the blonde one.
Mr. Wilson was pretty
Owen
fantastic in this film, or in this series, is what I'm trying to say. And I love his character. Because he's not perfect. He messes up a lot. As a stepdad, as a husband, as a dad to his own son. But they work through it. They work through their problems, like people in healthy relationships do. And it was really great to see that. So well written, well produced, and I'm pretty excited for the next season.
No, it was cool. Luke Wilson did great. He was a former sidekick, becomes a father mentor. to this new hero.
Also with the giant
and he steps up to the level of hero, no more sidekick. And the show ended on a cliffhanger for more, and hopefully there'll be more. And absolutely,
yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
All right.
First, exceptional first season compared to all the CW DC shows. This one was top notch.
Yeah. Oh, and this is one you can watch with your family too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really, just good stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Just a quick bit before we move on to the topips about DC and Jeff Johns, that was the creator of the show and the comic book. Jeff Johns is in
issues. This is his baby.
Because Ray Fisher came out again accusing him of, how do you say when you allow people to do bad stuff?
Enabling.
Joss Whedon on the set of Justice League. So Joss Whedon mistreated Ray Fisher, and Ray Fisher would Cyborg, and then he would talk to Jeff Johns, the executive producer, the head of the thing, and they basically said, no,
that's not good.
So and there's all the evidences that
Okay.
Anyways, moving on to more DC stuff. 9 days until the fandom. So there's an ocean of news coming. But before
Yeah, so part of the lead up, there's been a great TikTok trend with Justice League and DC stars kind of doing great intros for cosplayers doing their characters.
Yeah, I like that. I thought that was cool.
It is fun. And especially a great way to kind of make up for one of the things you experience at a con that you can't right now, which is the cosplayers and the interaction between fans and actors and all that. So watch for that.
Yeah, so there's Zach Levi, there's Margot Robbie,
Gal Gadot. I don't know the actress's name, but Courtney, Stargirl.
Yes. Bessinger. Kim, it's not Kim. It's Rebecca Bessinger. Anyway,
she did one.
The main actor from the Black Lightning.
The new Batwoman did one.
Ezra Miller. Oh yeah. She looks weird, but she did. Ezra Miller and him and the other. Yes, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, The Power's Yours, I think was Yeah. So what else are we hearing about?
Leading up for fandom.
Yeah.
There's a couple of rumors out there. People claim that there's leaked by inside people that one of them talks about the Blue Beetle show for HBO, but it would not have not only Blue Beetle, but it would have Booster Gold.
Really?
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Firestorm, which is also pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, if done well. And NCW kind of did well in the beginning with the original. And then I thought they moved too quick to the new one, the Black Kid, but that's okay.
With the Firestorm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's rumors about the cast of New Gods. Involving Darren, I can't remember his name, the guy from the assassin on the assassination of Gianni Versace, and he was also on Glee, and he was on pretty much everything that Ryan Murphy does. There's the big name that I thought it was pretty appropriate was Kathy Bates, Oscar-winning actress for Granny Goodness.
Such a perfect casting choice.
And
I really hope that one pans out.
And she's not only perfect, she was not only perfect, I don't know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but now she's almost the right age. And with makeup, it would be perfect.
Yeah. And she can do that, like, deeply disturbing, evil, powerful.
Yeah, just watch
mastermind person.
The Office. What's the name of The Office?
I can't remember anything ever, but
She's the head of Saber.
She is. What is... Kathy. Whatever. Okay, what about some rumors about a Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady?
Rocksteady posted a poster for a new Suicide Squad game. It's like a Superman Bizarro. You can tell with a target and it says Suicide Squad. And we're definitely gonna hear more at the fandom.
I zoomed in on the picture, and if you look at his face, it's like all
crackled.
Crackled, but his eyes are glowing, which is, anyway.
Yeah, it could. That's why it could be Bizarro.
Yeah. We'll see, and that would make sense why Suicide Squad would be after him.
Yeah.
If it's Bizarro. We'll see. We've also gotten some leaks about a new Steppenwolf look.
Oh yeah, that's
from
the
Snyder Cut.
Snyder himself leaked the image of the look of Steppenwolf as it should be on the original movie and as it will be on the cut for HBO Max. And it looks cool.
It does.
Way better than
a lean, mean, gigantic, death-bringing alien machine.
It doesn't look like a weird man. Anyways.
Cool. All right. Let's switch over to Disney.
Okay, how about Disney?
Huh?
What about Disney?
Oh, what about Disney? Okay. They've released some news about a Rogue One prequel series with Diego Luna and a girl from Six Underground.
Yes, the Latina girl from Six Underground. Yeah.
Again.
Exciting news. It's really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mhm. So that's moving forward. That's going to be more like the spy mystery thriller side of things.
Rebel spy, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we've got the Western from Mandalorian, and now we're getting spies from all that. Okay, we've also got a beta for the Avengers game.
Yeah, the Avengers Beta is out since last weekend. For whoever pre-ordered the game, and starting this weekend, starting tonight for everybody for free, for PS4, Xbox, and for PC. I think it's next weekend or the next couple of days. But yeah, it's out. Nice. Yeah, Avengers game. That looked terrible in the first trailer. It looked a little bit better in the second. Let's see what's going on. I'll talk about it next week.
All right. Also, Disney's, / Lego.
Okay. So Star Wars Holiday is known for everybody. It's
notorious, infamous.
I love it or hate it. Most people hate it. Some people say unnecessary. Lucas shelved it so bad that you can't find officially anywhere.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
Well, we should see it this year. Anyways, Lego and Disney decided to do it in Lego version, animation of the holiday special. But this time they're gonna use Disney cast.
With the sequel characters, yeah.
Because, Disney not gonna pay Lucas more.
That's so ridiculous.
So, like they do in the parks, they use the new characters for it. So same principle. They go to Kashyyyk, to Life Day, Family Day, whatever they call Christmas there. Yeah.
So it was super unnecessary the first time. And so now they're going to do it again.
Yes. Even worse.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're going to set that. Probably between the movies. Because Disney's not really good at expanding the universe. Right. I mean, not well. Mm.
But they are going back to Kashyyyk, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Chewie.
Yay.
Okay,
also Disney recently acquired Fox. So now Disney has axed the Fox name from the television network.
Yeah, they did that to the studios. They call it the 20th Century Studios, there you go.
I think so. Huh. Yeah, anyway, they've done it with the television now too, so now it's 20th Century Television. TV. Yeah.
I wonder how they're going to put that on the, it's like Fox, a logo, tiny on the corner. They're going to put 20th Century.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Something else we'll see is Zac Efron in a remake of 3 Men and a Baby that's in production for Disney+.
Yeah. He's not going to be the baby. He's going to be one of the 3 men.
I predict the Tom Selleck role.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's big and hairy.
Tom Selleck is big and hairy?
Yeah, he's big. He's got the mustache.
But Zac Efron is big and hairy?
Yeah, he's got that dad bod now. And
yeah, but he's short, isn't
hair. Yeah.
Anyways, I always wanted to see a sequel for Three Men and a Baby. I mean, following the sequel, 3 Men and a Young Lady, whatever they call. But I guess it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a reboot, remake, whatever.
Mm-hmm. The original was a remake.
Huh?
It all started with a French film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So this is a remake of a remake.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I wish they could go like years in the future when the little girl is an adult and they, happily doing whatever. I don't know. Writers, go right.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Okay, John Wick. 4 and
John
5.
Wick 5 was announced.
Yes.
And they're gonna shoot John Wick 5 while they shoot John Wick 4. So back to back at the same time. They're gonna shoot both movies, which is always good for continuity, for coherence, for production, release, and everything. Yeah. They did that with like Matrix 2 and 3. Not a good example. Lord of the Rings, a good example. Three movies at the same time. Back to the Future, I think 2 and 3 they did too.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Christopher Eccleston, after years of conflict and an acrimonious departure from the show, is coming back as the Ninth Doctor. So Christopher Eccleston is coming back to Doctor Who to record some audio adventures, so new stories about the Ninth Doctor, but it's all audio, like radio type stuff. But this is sparking rumors, hopes, speculations that we might get a 5 Doctors special of some kind.
That's all of them?
Yeah, it's all the new ones. So Eccleston,
cool.
Tennant, Smith, Capaldi, and Whittaker. Sounds like a bad law firm.
What?
Those are the 5.
Whittaker?
Jodie Whittaker is the current Doctor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was notably absent from the 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor. But 60th anniversary is coming up, and if he's back, maybe?
I don't know if you read about this, but he was on the news. Apparently there was a con somewhere that he came out of a Dalek.
Really?
Yeah.
That's been actually his experience going back to cons has been a big part of him being willing to go back to the character.
Yeah.
He said being with fans was a really healing experience for him and helped him like love the show and love the character again. So
that's good.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, he did work for Marvel, but nobody knows, nobody cares because it kind of sucked.
No.
He was in Thor, Dark World. He was the bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, another reboot, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yes, he will reboot as a drama.
Yeah, still with plenty of comedy and lighthearted stuff, is what they said, but more on the drama side.
Yeah.
So
at least not like hilarious. It's just gonna be, ha 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 ha. This is funny.
I don't know. I think it's a good idea. If you're gonna remake something, like do something different with it. And Quincy Jones and Will Smith and all those original producers are heavily involved.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Scorcese.
Scorcese signed a deal, a first look deal, with Apple, just following DiCaprio, and all the big names.
Yeah.
And if you have Scorsese, if you have DiCaprio there, there's always a possibility they're gonna work together. They work together like many times.
Yeah.
Very well. Both of Wall Street and Departed, and
yeah, so good things coming for and from Apple TV. Warner is focusing.
There's a lot of restructuring at Apple. Warner. A lot of layoffs and a lot of uncertainty. They're changing a lot of things and. There's not a lot of details, but what we know is that they're gonna focus a lot on HBO Max, and we'll see what's the future for HBO, DC, Warner Movies, Warner Animation comes since this whole restructuring is going on.
Okay, moving on to other streaming services. Netflix is making history again by debuting a Broadway musical before it debuts on Broadway.
Yes, because of COVID, the Diana, what's it called?
I think it's called Princess Diana.
Princess Diana, the musical, was not able to debut, so they're gonna debut on Netflix before it goes to the stages.
Yeah, they very carefully filmed the performance in an empty theater, and so we'll see how this goes. This might be a new thing, a different thing that theater does.
Yeah.
It'll be more accessible.
Also from Netflix.
Yeah.
The producers of Avatar, produced from the original show, the animation, that were heavily involved on the live action show, got out.
Yeah, this doesn't bode well.
Yeah, they got out for,
to me.
The claim was for creative reasons. So.
When you're the creator of the original show, I feel like.
And if you're leaving, it's like
that's
something wrong.
Not good.
Yeah.
The Last Airbender is like one of the most perfect television shows ever created.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna mess with that, and the creators get ticked off.
It's American, right?
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's Japanese.
They definitely draw on Japanese influences, but it's an American show. Okay. Or maybe Canadian, not Japanese. Okay, we've had some legal stuff changing for the relationship between theaters and studios.
Yeah, the industry's changed as we talked about last week. There's this new window of releasing on streaming home video. It's changing, and also there's something that is close to change. Judges say they agreed that they would end the Paramount ruling that would not allow movie studios to own movie theaters.
And just for some perspective, that original Paramount ruling was in 1948. So this is decades worth of industry practice that is changing now.
It's common practice for the industry. And, if Warner owns a movie theater, they're only going to show Warner movies. Right. That's one of the issues that come with it. But we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And a lot's changing for theaters anyway. And for studios. Like, the whole COVID just kind of turned everything upside down, I feel like. At least for this year. So it's as good a time as any to change things up.
Yeah. But if the movie theaters are open, some chains are giving the fans some goodies, freebies. AMC is gonna reopen some movie theaters, and for 100 select theaters that they are reopening, they will sell tickets for 15 cents.
Cents?
Yeah. I don't think even
C with the line through it.
Yeah, I don't think even back in the Great Depression, tickets were so cheap. Oh, maybe they were.
They were.
Yeah.
So this is a good throwback to those 1948 Paramount ruling days. Cool.
So
what about Megaplex?
And Megaplex is giving away 2 tickets. So go to the website or go to the Megaplex if you're in Utah, Nevada, Arizona, whatever. There's Megaplex theaters. They're giving away 2 tickets for go to the website and check it.
Yeah. All right.
That's it. We got it all.
That was a lot.
Okay, so that's it for this week. We as soon as we wrap up, we're gonna watch Project Power on Netflix. We're gonna talk about it next week. We're gonna play the Avengers Beta, and we're gonna talk about many more things.
Yeah, so watch, play, and above all, comment. And
let us know if you want to play with us. Follow us. Our PSN profile username is Alex Silver BR. Or what's yours?
Jedi's Wife.
Yes. Yeah, follow us there too. Okay, so that's it for this week.
Okay, live long and prosper.
May the force be with you.
Bye.
Bye.